Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel where I teach about video editing and filmmaking. And now let's go straight to our today's topic. Today I'll be teaching you about the basics of Premiere Pro software. Premiere Pro is a video editing software that I believe most of you have heard about it because it's like the industry standard software for video editing. By now I believe you have downloaded Premiere Pro and installed it on your computer. So let's start by creating a new project. Click there, new project. So after creating a new project, let's give it a title. Let's say, for example, we call it Premiere Basics, like that. And identify where you want it to be stored, the location path, then click OK. Once you have opened Premiere Pro, you'll be having this working space that you can see over here. So first things first, as a video editor, organizational skills are very important. So we are not going to randomly import videos into our project. Rather, we are going to classify them depending on how we are going to use them. Let's say you are working on a project that had like 2 cameras. So we're going to create a folder for camera 1 and a folder for camera 2, another folder for audio files, another folder for pictures, like that, and so on and so on, to differentiate each class to avoid being confused, because you can imagine how it can get confusing working on a project that you have like over 200 project files. It can get quite messy. So to create a new file in Premiere Pro, it's called a bin, but it's just like a folder, something that holds many things inside. So to create a bin, you come over here and right click and click new bin. Let's call our first bin camera 1. Another shortcut of creating a new bin is coming down here to this icon and click it. We create another bin. Let's call it camera 2. We create another one. Let's call it audios. So you can create as many as you want depending on the needs of your project. So let's go on to importing video files into our camera 1 folder. So double click it to open the bin. Then to import video files into that bin, double click that space to open the file manager. Then go to where your video is located and double click the video. And voila! There we have imported our first video. Now on the workspace right over here, we have our source monitor and our program monitor. So the source monitor is where a video appears before you have applied any effects to it. So this is like a preview window whereby you check the clip, see where you want to pick from, and so on. So to have the clip appear on the source monitor, you double click it and there it appears on our source monitor. From here you can play it, and after playing it, we can identify where the portion that we want to pick from the video. So let's say we want the video to start from here. We can come to this icon over here. It's called a mark in. We can click that, or the shortcut for doing that on your keyboard is I. Then you can drag all the way to where you want that portion of video to end. Let's say we want it to end at there. We click mark out, this icon over here, or the keyboard shortcut for that is O. And now we need to create a timeline. The timeline is like a kitchen where the magic happens. This is where you add the cuts, you add the effects to the video so that you can now have the final video. So to have our timeline, what we need to do is come here to the video, to the source monitor, and click it and drag it down here and release. And now we have our timeline. Now this is where we can have the effects on the videos and everything. And before we continue, you can see here on the left side we have this B1, B2 all the way upwards. Those are video layers, and that's where videos are placed, and that's where you can apply video effects to videos. Under that we have A1, A2 all the way down there, and that's where those are layers for audio files, and that's where effects for audios can be applied. So now back to our project. We have imported our first video. Let's play it and see how it comes along. It comes along well. Now we want to import our second video. Let's say our second video is for camera B. We go to our project here and we double click into camera 2. We said to import is double click or control I for a shortcut. Then you go check, identify your second clip and double click it to import it. And there we have it. For the clip to play on the source window, what do? We double click it so that we can preview it and identify the portion of the video that we want to use. So we play the video. Let's say we want it to start from there. From there, we said to mark to identify the mark in point where this video will start from. We click I on our keyboard, or this icon over here, then we drag it all the way to where we want the video to end. Then to mark out, we click the letter O on our keyboard, or this icon over here. After identifying the start point and ending point of our video, we click it and drag it and place it where we desire it to be on our timeline, and then release. So now we have our video. We can preview it in the timeline. There we have it. There we have it. So thank you for joining. I hope this episode was educative and entertaining as well. Kindly do join me in my next episode of my masterclass as I teach you more about Premiere Pro basics. In our next class, we will be learning more about these tools over here and how they are applied to edit a video and how to export a video. If you have anything you'd like to learn about Premiere Pro, don't hesitate to reach out to me on the comment section and I'll get back to you. Till next time, adios muchachos.